Happy International Fairy Day reactions. Okay, so this would have been a lot funner if I hadn't caught COVID. Oh man. Man. Uh, yeah, so I was ramping up. I had this done several weeks ago. I was ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, ready to go, yada yada. And then, like last Sunday for Father's Day, Saturday night, I had some Andy's frozen ice cream. And I was like, oh, okay, I just haven't done this in a while. This is really rich. And then woke up Sunday morning, a little clogged up. I was like, yeah, that's because you had ice cream yesterday. Then just never got over that. And by Tuesday or so, I finally went in and took a COVID test, and then I was positive. And because it felt exactly like a common cold. I mean, exactly. I was sneezing. One day I ran a little low grade fever. That was it. Had the same congestion, everything. Took the COVID test, sure enough. So, anyways, I was far enough along by Friday because I had isolated, my symptoms had started on Sunday, so that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the 5 days you're supposed to isolate. And then I went ahead and mocked up a mask and wore a mask in. So that really turned this into a challenge. I was a little bit tired, but not too bad. But the big challenge is, how do you make this whole thing even work without a voice? It's pretty tough. It's just pretty tough to make this all work without a voice. But it was fine. People loved the costume, and I got a lot of compliments, and we had a lot of fun. And for those that I had enough voice and they had enough time, we did the bit, did the whole drag coefficient thing, and some of them got it immediately, and some of them I had to repeat it several times, and then all of a sudden they put their head back and then smile and start laughing, and so it was fun. It was a good day. I will mention, just because it's just amazing to me when this stuff happens. I had decided to do International Fairy Day months ago because it was falling on a Friday, and I was like, let's do something for that. I had actually decided on the panel skirt, which looks like an umbrella, because there was just something that said, oh, that's cool. And so look, I'd already decided to do that. And so I had basically the whole outfit made, or the whole outfit conceptualized with the wings, all that kind of stuff. Because as soon as you decide on this, then it's easy. So then I was working on the bit. I'm working on the bit, and I'm working on the bit, and I'm working on the bit. And I just, it's going along. The bit's going to be fine. It's like, fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's good. And I'm doing the whole thing because, the skirt slows people down when they land. But I didn't have the punchline. And Jesus is just so good, because he just kind of nudged me along the whole way with this one, with the design and everything else. And I know what the bit is going to be, blah, 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 blah. And then after I have it all done, it's all done, then I hear this little whisper in my spirit, drag coefficient. It's like, that is absolutely brilliant. So anyway, so that's been fun. I've been actually, testing that on my buddies now for weeks as we've gone out to breakfast. I've been giving them the thing with the drag coefficient, just to make sure it wasn't, too techie. There were some people it was a little techie for, but that's okay. So yesterday and today, yesterday was worse. I barely had a voice yesterday. But we took pictures and people seemed to enjoy it. And I got tickled because one of my buddies who I had told the joke to and that kind of stuff, who walks at Walmart, he's a buddy of mine, he actually said, well, I took care of you, he said, because I could tell you were really struggling, so the people you had seen and stuff, when we talked about it, I did the drag coefficient joke for you. I was like, hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. One of my other buddies this week, it was also World UFO Day, so one of my other buddies this week actually got a UFO costume. He works at the Walmart, a really cool costume. So he had done a costume this week as well. And I think he said that we're also going to do Uncle Sam together next week. So hey, the joy is spreading. It's a wonderful thing. Happy International Fairy Day reactions.